I'm Helen Robbins-Meyer, Chief Administrative Officer of San Diego County. We'd like to tell you a story. It's one about 17,000 people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, who come together for one reason, to serve you.
In law enforcement.
Healthcare.
Parks.
Libraries.
We help you vote.
Help protect the environment.
Help you travel safely.
Never stopping.
Always looking for ways to improve.
To do things better.
We're the County of San Diego.
A county in motion.
So what does a county in motion really mean? Well, what it doesn't mean is a lot of random people running all over with no direction. It does mean never staying still, always looking for ways to do things better, to better serve our customers. The County of San Diego spends $5 billion a year. It's a lot of money, but it's not our money, it's yours. And we never forget that. Everything the county does fits into one or more of our 4 strategic initiatives: healthy families, safe communities, sustainable environments, and operational excellence.
From the very day one of affordable care, it was nothing but frustration, headaches, and honestly, it just seemed of a lot of big government plans with not much detail. 2 more. As a father of a 2-year-old, you know that at any time, she can have an accident that's going to be an emergency type situation. And knowing that we didn't have medical care was a stress for me and more so for my pregnant wife. After calling the Affordable Care Line numerous times, I just got frustrated, so I eventually got in touch with Nora Soma at the San Diego County office, and everything got a lot better once she got involved. Good stance whenever you come out, okay? It could not have been any different. She literally stepped in. Things happened that I had been making calls on for 6 weeks in a matter of 4 days. It was like night and day. Even when I speak to her recently for our second daughter that was just born, she remembers who I am, and it was personal, and you feel like you have a hotline to somebody that can actually get something done.
A healthy family goes more than just the health status of individuals. Whether it's an individual or a group of people that are together, parents and kids, or a grandparent or an uncle, but there's a sense of belongingness, that they're together, and a sense of safety in that family. And in the context of being healthy, being safe, that they have this great outlook in life. They're thriving in the region, helping each other grow, and then as a result of that, really contributing to their surroundings, their home, their community, their neighborhood.
When it comes to healthy families, that can mean loving your heart. Our annual Love Your Heart event draws tens of thousands of people to get blood pressure checks. It's all about employee wellness, too. We host dozens of events for employees to get active, like our annual Amazing Race event.
We all finished, and we finished as a team, so we finished strong. We worked together to get to the end of the line, and I think we did well.
We're expanding our in-home outreach team to help those dealing with mental illness. And we're developing a plan to provide services for people reluctant to get treatment in accordance with Lora's Law. Our in-home supportive services help seniors and the disabled live safely in their homes. We also implemented the community-based care transitions program that helps seniors transition from a hospital, reducing the revolving door from hospital to home and then back to hospital. For veterans, we'll soon open a state-of-the-art veteran center.
Almost 12 years in the Air Force. I have a disability from my knees, my back, and I suffer from PTSD also. They've given me answers that are questionable to me, without even knowing about the field. I'm saying like something's not right about this to me, right? And having knowledge of the fact that the Veteran Service from the county is also assistance, I went to them with the same questions, and they have answers right away for me. And they put me in the right direction, so which is a wonderful thing. So now I'm in the process of looking for a new home, for my own. It feels good to have that,
We'll keep inspecting farmers markets to make sure what you buy is good quality. We work with partners on a fisherman's market for fresh, locally caught fish and seafood at the Embarcadero, and inspections to make sure that seafood is handled properly and stored properly. We work with law enforcement and community partners to help keep parks and recreational areas safe, so residents can get outside, get active, and get healthy.
What we take great pride here in San Diego is that we come together. We come together to discuss not only how do we deal with the challenges, but also how we leverage and we bring together one another's strengths and diversity. We almost take that for granted, but that's the San Diego way.
In the past, when I come to jail, me being a person that's been in jail many times, I know how to manipulate and I know how to do the things I need to do and say the things I need to say to get what I need to get. I go into survival mode. In this program, we're taught, let go of the pride, let go of the ego, just be you. Be the Marine that I was when I joined and served my country. Be the child that my mother raised me to be. Be that young fella that loved himself and loved life. And I'm to the day, I can happily say I am that person.
Promoting safe communities is more than just lock them up and throw away the key. It's more than cops on the beat. It's part of a changing face of law enforcement. Let me give you an example. Health and Human Services will work with the Sheriff's Department and probation to get probationers into treatment programs they may need so they don't just reoffend and then wind up back here in jail.
Safe Communities is more than just our historically low crime rates that we have right now, but it also means that our residents feel safe to work, live, and play in their neighborhoods. Ultimately, that's the goal that we have, all of us in public safety, is to make sure that our residents are safe and feel safe, and that our community is a place where they can raise their families successfully without fear of crime. So anytime that we're able to do that is a successful day.
Health and Human Services and Public Works joined forces to build sidewalks, promoting exercise and making it safer for kids to walk to school. And big changes this past November, voters passed Proposition 47, meaning some felony convictions became misdemeanor convictions, and people got released from jail or prison earlier than originally planned. Technology is big in law enforcement. We'll continue using tech tools to keep tabs on offenders, like those involved in realignment, the 2011 state law that shifted responsibility for supervising and jailing tens of thousands of criminals to counties to save the state money. We'll continue with juvenile programs, helping youth who've made some mistakes get a chance for a healthy, productive adulthood.
I came to school, a friend of mine had a container of weed, I got arrested on that day, and then I had to take another 6 weeks of outside of school, which was like drug classes. They went over how to control your problems with anger, fear. I messed up doing drugs, and I don't want people to look at me as a bad person or make a wrong impression on my sisters. I want the good things to come out of life for me and my peers.
At juvenile facilities, we have a Master Gardener program, teaching skills and building confidence that can last a lifetime. Safe Communities is also about disaster preparedness for all ages. We've pioneered a new elementary school disaster curriculum that shows you can be prepared at any age. This past fiscal year, our Hazardous Incident Response Team received the highest rating possible from the state for dealing with any hazardous disaster. We're adding kiosk locations where needles can be safely thrown away, as well as prescription drug drop-off locations. Road crews keep our roads safe no matter the weather. Snowfall last December at abnormally low elevations kept our crews busy. We'll keep doing a lot of proactive road maintenance, getting ahead of the curve rather than catching up on maintenance that costs so much more money in the long run. Animal Services will keep busy, taking care of our 2- and 4-legged friends, making sure they're all kept safe in all kinds of circumstances. A few months ago, Animal Services was called to this bizarre case of a python found in an office building toilet. Animal Services, parks, libraries, health, all working with law enforcement, contributing to safe communities.
I come here quite often, every day that I can, doing pictures mostly. The views that you have are just magnificent. The wildlife, the fish that come through here, the estuary, the birds. Got it. We have a clapper rail that was once endangered. Now we have quite a few of them mating over here.
Where the curbs around down there and the trees overhang.
You meet new people all the time and interested in the open space and preserving the open space. This allows me to get my walking in and stay active.
What do we do?
We have to save what we have now, or we'll never see it, and our children and grandchildren will never see it.
It's a great feeling. You know, the diversity of the issues that we work on, the complexity, and at the end of the day, it's about what sorts of solutions can we come up with in order for us to make improvements for the community that we're serving. And fostering an environment, an atmosphere where our residents of all ages are participating in outdoor activities, community life, and civic engagement.
Sustainability is not about just having a recycling program or maybe having a roof with a few solar panels. It's a mindset. It's environmental stewardship, designing in elements that lead to less energy use, less water use in architecture and landscaping. Our new library branch in Alpine will be a zero net energy building when it opens next year. All the energy needed to run it will be produced by the library.
The Alpine Library will be a state-of-the-art facility, both in terms of design and sustainability. It'll be a model building that'll only add to our reputation of world-class customer service and innovation.
Environmental stewardship means having a fleet of low-emission vehicles, promoting vehicle charging stations like these at the County Administration Center, partnering to help make it easier for cab drivers at Lindbergh Field to switch to low-emission or electric vehicles. It's promoting solar use in private homes and businesses, speeding up the process for getting permits to build solar. It's acquiring open space so it stays open. Ag Weights and Measures will continue to keep an eye out for invasive pest species, and they'll work with Farm and Home Advisor to help beekeepers with beehive management. For a region to be truly thriving, it must be engaged. It must have a stake. We encourage community partnerships on everything from financial literacy to workforce development. And what better place to do that than a county library branch? See, libraries have really evolved over the years from being a simple repository for books to the real center of a community's life.
I find it rewarding because a library is open to everybody. It's a learning center. It's one of the most non-political institutions. Public libraries are becoming our community centers and learning centers. Community programs provide not only entertainment but learning. They bring in public speakers, they do arts and crafts, they have musical programs which support the school systems. One way of describing a library, it's a window to the world.
And finally, there's operational excellence.
Operational excellence to me means maintaining long-term fiscal stability so that we have the necessary resources available to our employees to provide exceptional customer service and to provide for facilities such as this waterfront park to enhance the lives of our community.
You see, that fiscal discipline allows us to focus on great customer service, building facilities, often using cash to pay for them instead of debt, saving billions of dollars.
Fiscal discipline has really been the enabler for us here as an organization that's helped us to make the tough decisions that we needed to make in order to ensure that we have the resources available to provide the services that the public relies on government to do.
It is our responsibility to focus on making sure that every interaction with the county is a positive customer experience, where we are helpful, attentive, respectful, timely, and solution-oriented.
And we value a workforce that's diverse.
Diversity and inclusion are important because what it does is it allows each employee to be their authentic self at work. They can bring their ideas, their experiences, all the things that make them unique, and they know that they'll be valued. It'll allow us to provide the best possible customer service experience, have an engaged and satisfied workforce, and be able to do the very best that we can.
Technology plays a big part in customer service, getting county services to people. At family resource centers, libraries, or just on your smartphone with one of the many county apps that are available for download. That technology is vital for the treasurer tax collector to maintain a high collection rate and keeps human resources efficient by putting things like training and the entire job application process online. It helps the registrar of voters be able to push mail-in balloting. Last election, mail-ins accounted for 65% of the vote, important as we head into a presidential primary in June of next year. And sometimes it's customer service, business to business. A few months back, we held the first ever procurement conference, getting local governments together in one room to share ideas and come up with ways to help each other be more efficient in the purchasing process, saving tax dollars.
Our regional procurement conference was bringing together 80 agencies to talk about best procurement practices and how we can efficiently and effectively use taxpayer dollars. As one of the largest purchasers of goods and services in the county region, there's tremendous opportunities where people can leverage with us. That's really our mission, is to ensure that we're spending every dollar of taxpayer money in the most effective and efficient manner.
Ahead next year, new web-based services, a new parking garage at Cedar and Kettner downtown for employees by day, Little Italy visitors at night. A new family resource center in Escondido with that state-of-the-art veteran center inside. We'll start the major upgrade of the regional communications system. The new Alpine Library and one on the way in Imperial Beach. The next phase of the Las Colinas Jail in Santee, and design of the county's new crime lab. All big projects for you to help promote healthy families, safe communities, sustainable environments with operational excellence front and center.